Do you ever feel that dull ache behind your eyes? Or that constant worry about what your next doctor's visit will reveal about your blood pressure? Perhaps you've been told that your numbers are creeping up, or maybe you're already on medication, and you wish there was a simpler, more natural way to support your heart health. It's a common concern. Isn't it that nagging feeling that something invisible could be silently working against your well-being, potentially leading to bigger issues like strokes or heart attacks? The thought of managing lifelong medication, or the fear of feeling less vibrant, can weigh heavily on our minds. But what if I told you there's a surprisingly simple, natural way to take back some control? Something small you can add to your daily routine that could make a truly significant difference. A secret that many doctors might not even mention. One that's been hiding in plain sight. In this video, we're going to uncover not just this one astonishing secret, but several incredibly easy and natural strategies to help bring those blood pressure numbers down, allowing you to feel more energetic, less anxious, and much more in charge of your health. Stick with me until the very end, because I promise, what I reveal will truly open your eyes and perhaps even surprise you with its simplicity and effectiveness. Let's dive right into what could be one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, natural helpers for healthy blood pressure: the humble Brazil nut. Now, when I say Brazil nut, you might think of that large, slightly awkward nut found in mixed nut bags. But don't let its unassuming appearance fool you. It holds a mighty secret, one that could significantly impact your blood pressure numbers. The key to its power lies in a remarkable mineral called selenium. Brazil nuts are an absolute powerhouse of selenium. In fact, they're one of the richest natural sources on the planet. And why is selenium so important for your blood pressure? Well, think of selenium as a quiet hero for your blood vessels. It's a powerful antioxidant, which means it helps fight off those harmful free radicals in your body that can damage your arteries and contribute to inflammation. When your blood vessels are healthy and less inflamed, they can relax and widen more easily, allowing blood to flow through with less resistance. This directly translates to lower blood pressure. Imagine your blood vessels like a garden hose. If the hose is stiff, narrow, or has kinks, the water pressure inside builds up. But if that hose is flexible and open, the water flows smoothly with much less pressure. Selenium helps keep your internal hoses flexible and happy. It also plays a crucial role in the production of nitric oxide, a compound in your body that helps relax and expand your blood vessels, further contributing to healthy blood flow and reduced pressure. Studies, even small ones, have shown that regular consumption of just a couple of Brazil nuts can have a measurable positive effect on blood pressure in individuals, especially those with deficiencies in selenium. The beauty of this is its simplicity. We're talking about just 2 Brazil nuts a day. That's right, just 2? Not a handful, not a bowlful, but a carefully measured pair. This is because Brazil nuts are so incredibly potent in selenium that consuming too many regularly can actually lead to too much selenium in your system, which we want to avoid. So, 2 a day, perhaps with your breakfast, as a mid-morning snack, or even chopped into your yogurt or a salad. It's like taking a tiny, natural, targeted supplement without even realizing it. Just remember that simple rule too, and that's usually enough to get the beneficial selenium boost without overdoing it. Now, while those 2 little Brazil nuts are doing their powerful work in the background, let's talk about another vital nutrient that works hand in hand with them to keep your blood pressure in check: potassium. Think of potassium as sodium's counterbalance. Many of us consume far too much sodium, often unknowingly. And potassium helps to flush that excess sodium out of your body. When your body holds on to too much sodium, it retains more water, which increases the volume of blood in your vessels, putting more pressure on their walls. Potassium helps to ease this pressure by signaling your kidneys to excrete more sodium. And it also helps to relax the walls of your blood vessels, further promoting healthy blood flow. So, how do we easily get more potassium into our daily routine? Luckily, nature has provided us with an abundance of delicious, potassium-rich foods that are easy to incorporate. Bananas are probably the most famous example. And for good reason, they're a fantastic, convenient source. But don't stop there. Sweet potatoes are another wonderful option. Whether baked, roasted, or mashed, they're incredibly versatile and packed with potassium, Avocados, often called nature's butter, are not only creamy and satisfying, but also rich in this essential mineral. Spinach and other dark leafy greens like kale are powerhouses of nutrients, including potassium, and can be easily added to smoothies, salads, or even wilted into a quick omelet. Oranges, with their refreshing zest, offer a great potassium boost. And don't forget humble white beans, like cannellini or navy beans, which are surprisingly high in potassium and can be added to soups, stews, or salads. It's not about overhauling your entire diet overnight, but making simple, delicious swaps. Perhaps a banana instead of a processed snack, or adding a side of sweet potato to your dinner. These simple additions can make such a difference, offering a natural and gentle way to support your body's efforts to maintain healthy blood pressure levels. Now that we've discussed the power of Brazil nuts and boosting our potassium intake, let's move on to something that's often the biggest culprit for high blood pressure for many of us, and how we can tackle it head-on. Building on our discussion of potassium's role in balancing out sodium, it's impossible to talk about blood pressure management without directly addressing sodium itself, often the silent saboteur for so many of us. You see, while we need some sodium for our bodies to function properly, the vast majority of people in Western countries consume far too much. This excess sodium draws water into your blood vessels, increasing the volume of blood and thereby putting more pressure on your artery walls. Over time, this constant strain can stiffen your arteries, making your heart work even harder. The tricky part is, it's not just the salt shaker on your table that's the problem. Most of the sodium we consume comes from processed and packaged foods, things we might not even consider salty. Think about it: canned soups, frozen dinners, deli meats, breads, breakfast cereals. Even some seemingly innocent sauces and condiments are loaded with hidden sodium. It's like a secret ingredient that's in almost everything we buy pre-made. So, the most actionable step here is to become a label reader. Take a moment in the grocery store to look at the nutrition labels, specifically the sodium content. You might be shocked at how much sodium is packed into a single serving of some everyday items. Aim for low sodium options when you can, or even better, choose fresh, whole foods as much as possible. When you cook at home, you're in control. You can season your food with herbs and spices like garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, turmeric, or a squeeze of fresh lemon juice or a dash of vinegar. Instead of relying heavily on salt, for instance, instead of buying a pre-made salad dressing that might be brimming with sodium, try whisking together some olive oil, apple cider vinegar, a touch of Dijon mustard, and your favorite herbs. It's fresher, healthier, and you control every ingredient. Breaking the habit of craving overly salty foods might take a little time, but your taste buds will adjust, and you'll begin to appreciate the natural flavors of food in a whole new way. It's truly liberating to discover how delicious food can be without excessive salt. And speaking of minerals, vital for blood pressure, let's not forget magnesium, often called nature's relaxant. Magnesium is another mineral that works diligently in the background, playing a critical role in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, many of which directly impact your heart and blood vessels. When it comes to blood pressure, magnesium helps relax the smooth muscles in your blood vessels, allowing them to dilate and improve blood flow. It also helps regulate nerve and muscle function, including the all-important heart muscle, and contributes to the healthy balance of other minerals like potassium and calcium. Many seniors, often unknowingly, are deficient in magnesium, and supplementing with food sources can make a noticeable difference in overall well-being and blood pressure management. So, how can we easily boost our magnesium intake through our diet again? Nature provides us with some wonderful options. Dark leafy greens, like spinach and kale, are absolute champions when it comes to magnesium. You can toss them into salads, saute them with garlic, or even sneak them into smoothies. Nuts are another fantastic source, particularly almonds and cashews. A small handful makes for a perfect, satisfying snack. Seeds are also tiny powerhouses. Think pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds, easily sprinkled over yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. Whole grains, such as brown rice, oats, and quinoa, also contribute valuable magnesium. And for a little treat, good quality dark chocolate with a high cocoa content, 70% or more, contains a decent amount of magnesium and can be enjoyed in moderation. Imagine starting your day by adding a handful of spinach to your scrambled eggs or sprinkling some pumpkin seeds on your morning oatmeal. These small, delicious additions can significantly contribute to your daily magnesium intake, helping your blood vessels stay relaxed and your heart happy. These dietary adjustments are incredibly powerful, but our bodies thrive on movement too. And that's where our next simple strategy comes in. It's easy to think we need to hit the gym hard or embark on strenuous exercise routines to see a benefit. But when it comes to blood pressure, even gentle, consistent movement can work wonders. You don't need to become an athlete overnight. The key is regular, moderate activity that gets your heart rate up just a little bit and makes you breathe a bit deeper. When you exercise, your heart gets stronger, meaning it can pump more blood with less effort, which in turn reduces the force on your arteries. Regular movement also helps to keep your blood vessels flexible and elastic, much like we discussed with selenium, allowing blood to flow more freely. Furthermore, physical activity helps manage your weight, which is a significant factor in blood pressure, and it's a fantastic stress reducer, something we'll talk more about in a moment. So, what kind of movement are we talking about? Walking is king. It's free, accessible, and incredibly effective. Aim for at least 30 minutes of brisk walking most days of the week. If 30 minutes all at once feels like too much, break it up into shorter chunks. 3 10-minute walks throughout the day can be just as beneficial. Perhaps a morning stroll around the block to greet the day, a short walk after lunch, and another one in the evening. But don't limit yourself to just walking, gardening, dancing to your favorite music, gentle swimming, or even chair exercises can all contribute to your daily movement goals. The most important thing is to find something you enjoy, something that doesn't feel like a chore. So, you'll stick with it. It's about consistency, not intensity. Imagine the simple pleasure of a leisurely walk in a local park, enjoying the fresh air and sunshine, or the joy of dancing in your living room to an old favorite tune. These activities not only benefit your blood pressure but also boost your mood, increase your energy levels, and can even improve your sleep quality. Finally, let's talk about something that silently impacts our blood pressure more than we often realize: stress and sleep. In our busy lives, stress can feel like a constant companion. But chronic stress triggers your body to produce hormones that can constrict your blood vessels and temporarily raise your blood pressure. Over time, if stress is always present, this temporary rise can become a more permanent issue. And then there's sleep. Think of sleep as your body's natural repair and reset button. When you don't get enough quality sleep, your body remains in a state of heightened alert, which can keep your blood pressure elevated. Poor sleep can also interfere with your body's ability to regulate stress hormones and blood sugar, all of which indirectly affect your blood pressure. So, what can we do for stress management? Simple, consistent practices can make a world of difference. Deep breathing exercises are incredibly powerful and can be done anywhere, anytime. Just a few minutes of slow, deep breaths, focusing on inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth, can calm your nervous system. Gentle meditation, even just 5 minutes a day of sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, can train your mind to respond differently to stressors. Spending time in nature, whether it's sitting in your garden, a park, or by a lake, has a profound calming effect. Engaging in hobbies you love, like reading, painting, knitting, or listening to music, can also be wonderful ways to unwind. And don't underestimate the power of connecting with loved ones. Social interaction can be a powerful stress reliever. When it comes to sleep, aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day. Even on weekends, make your bedroom a sanctuary: dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, TVs for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with sleep hormones. Instead, create a relaxing bedtime routine: a warm bath, reading a physical book, or listening to calming music. Imagine ending your day with a peaceful routine. knowing you're nourishing your body and mind for better health. So, we've talked about introducing those tiny but mighty Brazil nuts, boosting your potassium and magnesium intake through delicious foods, being mindful of hidden sodium in processed items, embracing gentle, consistent movement, and finding peace and restoration through stress reduction and good quality sleep. Each of these is a small, manageable step, but when you combine them, they create a powerful wave of positive change in your body. Remember, you have so much power over your health, more than you might realize. Even small, consistent efforts can truly transform your well-being, reducing that pressure and bringing you more peace of mind, energy, and vitality. I truly hope this conversation has given you some practical, easy-to-implement ideas that you can start incorporating into your life right away. What are your thoughts? Have you tried any of these strategies for managing your blood pressure naturally? Do you have your own secrets or tips that have worked for you? I'd absolutely love to hear from you and learn from your experiences. So please share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, if it offered you a fresh perspective or some encouragement, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more wonderful people like you who are looking for ways to improve their health naturally. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more tips and insights designed to help you live your very best life, full of energy and well-being. Because you truly deserve to feel vibrant, energetic, and completely in charge of your health every single day. Here's to living your best life at every age.